Alright guys, let's talk about Valorant console again and where it is, my final thoughts. This is probably gonna be one of the finalist videos I actually made this year for Valorant console. Not really, I'm joking around, but I want new updates from Riot. It's true, I want new updates. I think we deserve new updates. And where is Valorant console going? So before I start the video, I want to give a shout out to my friend Carlos. So what he did is he made a concept shoe, and I definitely think you should check it out. He's a great YouTuber. He's a dad. He has his own shoe cloth lining, which I think is really awesome. At 27, that's like really amazing. So definitely be sure to check out his channel out and give him some help, because I'm helping him grow his YouTube channel. But anyway, now that we have that out of the way, let's talk about Valorant console, shall we? And here's why I don't think it's on Riot's priority list. If you see people, if you ever played Valorant on a PC, you would know that there are people who spend hundreds and hundreds of, cash just for this big, huge ass skins, right? The skins that are really detailed and stuff like that. So in actuality, why would they spend money for PS4 players who don't play as much, right? If we look over here, the demand for Valorant console is still very at large. Well, maybe because I'm one of the biggest channels uploading, Valorant console right now. That's true. But here, let's look. Take a look at my stats. We can take a look at that. If we look at here, let's see what actually gets most views. So these are my last 48 hours. Valorant console releasing in December. Valorant on Mac on iOS. Hope for PS4 console. New all Valorant voice actors. Valorant FPS issues, which is pretty normal. Valorant console release date 255 views. Evolution of Valorant, which is pretty much fun. Valorant Act 3 release date confirmed. I love this one. And it's mostly Valorant console, right? And there's still some demand, but the demand that's coming from from consoles is pretty much different than the one coming out from PC. So for example, what I'm trying to say with this is the demand that Valorant console has right now is much smaller than a demand for a new agent on PC. And when you think about it, they really want to release it on console, Riot, for example. There's no arguing about that. They're talking about release date, they're talking about project, they're talking about development, but it's never gonna be on their highest spectrum. Why is that? Because simply PC players probably spend more than PS4 players. A lot of people, I'd say at least 30% of PS4 users have a PS4 because it's much cheaper to have than an actual PC, an actual PC gear. It actually costs a lot of money. That's my honest opinion. And it's true. Why would they spend, a lot of cash developing a console, when they can spend a lot more developing an agent in esports and getting viewers from that? It's just the way it is. Now, do I think Valorant console will still come out? Yeah, there's a chance. Of course, there's always a chance it will come out for Valorant console. How big are these chances? I would say at least 60% at the moment, because I was expecting actually for it to release around September or so, or maybe even a bit later, November. But I guess during quarantine, they don't really have these plans. They're not really discussing it anymore. Why would they release press conference stuff if they didn't, want to release it? Why would they talk to the press? Hey, we have, prototype for Valorant console, and oh, sorry, we have no more news about that. I think it just takes a really long time to make a game that's a real tactical shooter, that requires a lot of aim, putting in a console with a controller. It's not easy, it's not simple. And I definitely think there's a huge issue in that regards. So is there still going to be demand for Valorant console? Yeah, there's always going to be some sort of demand for Valorant console. But what I decided to do with my channel is, until new Valorant console stuff comes out, I'm going to release another console video, so be sure to stay tuned for that. But until that comes out, I'm going to be focusing on Killjoy content, I'm going to be focusing on news, I'm going to be focusing on how to grow my channel in actuality. That's how I really want my channel to grow, right? I want my channel to be Valorant, not just Valorant console when it's not even out yet. Valorant console did me a huge head start. It got me like over 200,000 views in a matter of few months. But I think it's time for me to release more actual content for Valorant and see how that goes, if you get me. Anyway, if you wanna, support me, drop that like button. If you wanna support Valorant console, drop that like button. Maybe one of the developers at Riot will see this video and be like, what the fuck, there's actually a Valorant console content creator. But yeah, let me know your opinions down in the comments below. This is it, the Valorant console video for today. And this is Femin, signing out. Peace, guys.